What do a red apple, a red car, and a red rose have in common? Obviously, they're all red. But what does that really mean? Is redness something real that all these objects share, or is it just a word we use to group them together? This question leads us straight into one of philosophy's oldest and most puzzling debates, the problem of universals. At the heart of the problem is this: when we talk about shared qualities like redness, roundness, or beauty, are we talking about something that actually exists in the world, or are we just describing mental constructs? When you see two different chairs, are they similar because they share a universal chairness, or are we just labeling them as chairs because it's convenient? There are three main positions philosophers have taken on this issue: realism, nominalism, and conceptualism. Realism is the idea that universals are real and exist independently of the objects that exemplify them. This view goes all the way back to Plato. According to Plato, there is a world of perfect forms or ideas, and everything we see in the physical world is just an imperfect copy. The reason all red things share redness is because they participate in the perfect form of redness. In this view, universals exist even if no particular things do. Even if every red object were destroyed, the universal redness would still exist. But this idea raises questions. Where are these universals? How do we access them? Enter Aristotle, who agreed that universals are real but rejected Plato's idea of a separate world of forms. Aristotle believed that universals exist, but only within particular things. Redness exists, but only in red objects. It doesn't float around on its own in some abstract realm. Then there's nominalism, which says universals don't exist at all. According to nominalists, only particular things exist. There's no universal redness, only individual red objects. When we use words like red or chair, we're just grouping things based on similarities we observe. It's a naming convention, hence nominalism, from the Latin word nomen, meaning name. Thinkers like William of Ockham pushed this view, arguing that we shouldn't multiply entities beyond necessity. If we can explain things without assuming universals exist, we should. But nominalism also has problems. If there's no real connection between things we call red, then why do we all recognize red objects as similar? Is it all just coincidence? Is language doing all the work? That leads us to conceptualism, a middle ground between realism and nominalism. Conceptualists argue that universals exist, but only in the mind. They're not out there in the world like Plato believed, but they're not just empty names either. Instead, universals are mental constructs we use to categorize and make sense of the world. According to this view, redness exists as an idea in our minds, and we apply it when we see different red things.